So it's October right now.
Yeah,
and I don't usually think about finding chanterelles in October. Oh, we have a message from home base.
Sounds like we're getting radioed in.
Hey guys, I'm out in the woods right now. I am currently in Tennessee, and I'm here with my friend Scott Stimson.
Hey guys.
You guys may know Scott. Scott is Woodland Cravings on Instagram.
How y'all doing? We're just checking out my friend's property. We got about 16 acres. We get to wander around with another 15 acres from another friend. This is completely untapped resource, and we're gonna check out what's around here for edible plants and fungi.
We have been walking around just a little bit right now, and we've already seen a ton of different mushrooms and a ton of different plants too. So we think there's a lot to find out here, and we're really excited to go out there and find them. Let's do it. So what are we doing here?
We got an amanita mushroom. Amanitas are the genus of mushrooms that have the most poisonous mushrooms and deadly mushrooms that are out there. So, key indicator for an amanita is that you want to kind of dig down to the base. Oh, you know what? It doesn't have the, so usually an amanita
it doesn't have the bulb.
Has a vulva, and it's got a universal veil. But it looks like it had some form of a universal veil because it has these scales on top. Then there's also usually another veil underneath. Oh, the veil is there because the gills are still covered by it.
Okay.
So this one hasn't grown all the way. But here's the other veil. I'll peel that off.
Oh yeah.
So when it fully opens up, then the gills will get exposed, drop all of its spores. But I don't see the veil from that was covering and encasing it from before. Mm-hmm. It must have lost it completely. Maybe this is a little bit of the remnants. Some are definitely more prominent veils.
Right. But I'm sure we'll find one.
We will.
There was some Jacksoni on here too. Nice.
These are pretty. I haven't seen these yet. Good eye.
So we just found, and we didn't pick these. They were already kind of falling over, but we found some ghost pipe, some Montropa uniflora. Really, really awesome plant. It's rare, so this is a super cool find.
So we have a bolete mushroom of some kind. Oh, what is it, girl? What is this? What is it? Let's just do this. No color changing. This looks like an edible mushroom. It's got.
It does.
Really nice.
Can I see it more closely?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So can boletes be taste tested too?
So boletes, you can do a taste test. We'll give this one a try. You just want to take a little nibble, kind of mash it around in your mouth. Don't swallow any. You're going to spit it out eventually. So there's things called bitter boletes too.
What's it taste like? You're smiling.
Because it's rough. It starts out, it's like this like hint of sweetness, but then it just gets extremely bitter.
Oh wow.
A little bit astringent.
Can I try it?
Yeah.
All right. A little bit. Yeah, it gets bitter really fast. It's only sweet for a second.
But that's a good indicator for boletes.
Okay.
Bitter.
Bitter is good?
No, bitter's
Oh,
bitter's
right,
not good. You don't want to eat bitter.
Yeah.
Some people will cook out bitterness with boletes, but
it's a really pretty on it though. It's a very fresh specimen.
Too bad it's not edible.
Yeah. Next time. So we found a lot of mushrooms, and I've been learning a lot about mushrooms, but here's a plant that we found that I know about, and it's kind of distinct to this time of the year because you can see the leaves towards the top turn very pale, like a pale green. Sometimes they'll even be white. And there's a couple other key indicators that we can look at to know that this is what we think it is. So the first one is that if we look at the stem, it's going to be square. And this one is really, really square. That's a very important indicator. The next thing, we take a leaf, and we're rolling it, and then we smell it, it's going to be a really delicious, amazing, minty smell. So this is mint. It's in the mint family, the Lamiaceae family, and it's going to be edible. So if you find a hairy square stem and it smells like mint and it looks like mint, it also has an opposite leaf growth. So the leaves are growing opposite each other. Then you have found a mint, and that will be edible. Mountain mint in particular has a very kind of mentholy taste, but it's still good. Still good to have if you ever want some mint while you're in the woods. So let's take a look at this one. It's a little bit better looking of a specimen. So yeah, one of the main things is it's a simple leaf. So it's not compound. That means that we have this leaf node right here, and then we have this is one simple leaf. And they're growing opposite to each other, right here. So if they're alternate, then we'd have one leaf here, and then one here, and one here, and one here, and so on. But we can see they're opposite, so they're stemming off of the same point on the stem. So that's a really important key indicator. But yeah, this will help to get rid of that bitter taste that we have in our mouth from the boletes. So this is a perfect find.
Sounds good. Can I have some?
Yep. And I believe this one in particular is mountain mint, is what we're looking at.
Go make some cocktails later.
Yeah.
Right on property.
So we just found a really awesome specimen of turkey tail right here, Trametes versicolor. We are about to harvest some of this guy, so we're gonna get to that right now. Turkey tail. It's very white on the bottom, and it's got really tiny pores, like, you know, almost so tiny here that you can't even really see them. And then on the front, it's got that really beautiful color pattern. It's got very distinctive color zones. It feels velvety, and it's not just snapping. It's kind of got a bit of a bendiness to it too. Turkey tail.
Nice. Good looking chanterelle right there.
And it's October right now.
Yeah.
And I don't usually think about finding chanterelles in October. Oh, do we have a message from home base?
Sounds like we're getting radioed in.
Are we?
Later.
Respond to base command some other time.
Yeah.
But it's definitely chanterelle, yeah?
Absolutely. You got false gills in here. And it breaks like chalk. You know, we cut this, but if you break it, it just breaks like a piece of chalk.
Oh yeah.
And then you can always kind of split them down the middle and break them in two real easy. So that's another indicator. Not much of an aroma, but sometimes, depending on the species of chanterelle, they can have kind of a nice apricot aroma to them. But not so much on this one. But this is a nice golden chanterelle.
Yeah. Cool find.
Hopefully we'll find some more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So right after we were hoping to find more goldens, we didn't find more goldens, but
we found some cinnabar chanterelles. Those colors. This one over here.
Oh, wow. Gorgeous. These are really pretty.
They're so vibrant. Something you can't miss when you're walking in the forest.
Right, especially right now when everything is just kind of like dark brown and this just lights up. It's like a traffic cone.
Yeah, it really is. Cool. Biodiversity is like popping on this property.
Oh yeah. So that's golden, 1. That's the cinnabar, 2. Do we count black trumpet?
I'd count black trumpet.
Okay, counting black trumpet, 3.
All right, check what we got. This is an Amanita. And I'm pretty sure that this is called the Caesar's Amanita. Amanita jacksoni. And they're on the ground now. Amanitas are well known for being very deadly, especially because you have the death cap mushroom and the destroying angel mushroom, which are extremely toxic, and death will ensue pretty soon after eating them. And I believe that the destroying angel, you'll eat it, feel sick for a couple days, then you get better, and then like a week later, you have complete liver failure and you're dead. So it's kind of a sad, cruel, slow death, and no one wants to go through that. But this Amanita, we're talking about this because supposedly it's edible. As a forager for going on 5 years, even though I've identified this down to every ID that I know, I don't eat them because I take caution. And there's a lot of safe edible mushrooms out there that you don't have to worry about potentially dying. And a cool feature about the Amanitas though is this like egg casing right here. It's called a universal veil. The mushroom comes bursting out of this little egg case right here. It's also called a vulva, and the mushroom comes right on out. And you can identify this Amanita jacksoni because none of the universal veil is sticking to the top. It's a clean cap. Nice orange, reddish color. It also has these nice, really deep striations at the edge of the rim. So you can see almost all these little lines and ridges. That's also another key identifier. Then below the veil, you can see that the stipe, or some folks call it a stem, but in mushrooms it's called a stipe. It's yellow. Then you've also got another veil that covers the gills. In here you can kind of see where it's, you can't really see the gills so well, but if I peel this back, now your gills are exposed. And then last key indicator for this mushroom is that it's kind of going to be hollow or fibrous on the inside of the stipe. So let's see. And it's pretty hollow.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
So that's another key indicator. Let's see if I can, see if I'll cut this for you so you can see a little better. And you can see a little hollow tube on the inside.
Nice. What's the name of that one?
Caesar's Amanita. Amanita jacksoni. Some eat it, I don't. 100% identification positivity for anything, especially things that are potentially deadly. And as a rule of thumb for myself, I stay away from consuming Amanitas. Maybe one day I'll venture into it. Not yet.
Safe foraging. Always good.
Safety first.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what they are.
it's got like a pin cap. A mystery.
Lots of those. If Leah was here, she's like genius. She picks up mushrooms. She's like, oh, this is genus this, species that. Oh, and subvariation species of this. I'm like, Leah, you just know so much. She's a genius when it comes to identifying all mushrooms. I just know edibles and very deadly mushrooms.
So we're basically just kind of roaming around right now, doing some exploring. We found a lot of mushrooms, a lot of edible mushrooms. We found a lot of chanterelles. We found a lot of boletes. We found a lot of medicinal ones too, like turkey tail. Yeah?
Yeah.
And right now we're going to another area of the forest that's kind of like a pine area, you said?
Yeah,
More.
look what I just found.
But we found something.
Some old man of the woods.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh.
Nice little trail of them. Come here, girl. This way. Look at all of them. So let's bring one of these up. That's your old man of the woods.
That's gorgeous. This is the prettiest one I've seen so far.
And then it's the bottom side.
It's got that spongy.
Spongy, yeah. And I'm not sure if they're a bow lead or if they're a swillis, but I believe that these are known to be edible as well, but it's usually difficult to find them in good condition. This feels pretty good. They get buggy pretty quick, but let's see what's going on inside. There's no bugs in here.
Oh, wow.
This kind of smells like Fruit Loops a little bit.
Does it?
Yeah.
Can I try?
Yeah.
Let's see. It's really pretty. You're right, it does. That's awesome. And it's got like a furry. Oh yeah, they kind of
Little scaly cap.
on top.
It's like Super Mario Brothers Bowser's shell.
Yeah, yeah, it kind of is. Wow, these are awesome. Old Man in the Woods?
Old Man of the Woods.
Reference. This is a big one. So the next time I come back here, I need to be an expert on Lactarius, right?
Yeah, that'd be a really wise idea. And bow leads.
Right. There's so many of them. Man, these ones are really pretty, aren't they? Oh wow, look at that. There's some deer poop just perfectly in the funnel of the mushroom. Foraging finds.
Is that what you call a head?
Exactly. Yeah. Which mushroom number is this?
3,724.
Nice.
And we have another kind of either bolete or swillis. And this one's a fun one because some mushrooms have different reactions with oxygen. So, kind of a brownish cap to this. And you can see really yellow pores on the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna expose it to some oxygen. See what's happening there?
Mm-hmm.
It's oxidizing, changing color.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a slower oxidation. Some mushrooms will turn blue really quick. But this one kind of, you can see the blue tinge to it.
Two different colors.
Yeah, growing on the same log, but both Trametes versicolor. Really cool though.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think we just found some oyster mushrooms. Let's go look at them. Right here. So let's take a look at this one. And looking at the bottom, yeah, look at that. Okay, so I see that we have gills on the bottom, and then we have a kind of dull colored top.
Yeah, so you're gonna have some gills that kind of run down all the way to where it's attached and growing out of the wood.
Okay.
Substrate.
Yeah, definitely have that.
So gills run all the way down. And then with the cap, the colors are gonna usually be kind of a tannish color, gray, off-white, but these are definitely gonna be on your tanner gray side.
Yeah,
And nice and smooth.
definitely smooth.
Sometimes a little bit of a rigidness to them, and it just depends on how their growth pattern's going.
Yeah, they seem to be really nice specimens. We've got some dirt on them.
But they're not too buggy, and
Nope.
the goal is to always try and catch these before the bugs get them. And once oysters have gone too far, you don't even want to smell them or touch them because they are kind of like a stinky oyster.
Right. Yeah, right now they're fine. So we're gonna take these back. We're gonna make sure to identify them 100%. And then these are edible, yes?
If they are oysters, the genus would be Pleurotus, and
Pleurotus.
they would be edible.
Okay.
But no one wants a bad oyster.
Right.
Stinky oysters, no good.
Yeah. Oyster. Maybe. Okay, so the sun is just now going down, so we're about to lose light. But I'm here once again with Scott. It has been a fabulous day. We've been out in the woods just hiking around all day today, and it's been awesome. I've had a great time. How about you?
Been great. Lots of biodiversity, new things being found. I learned some new stuff from Jesse.
And I definitely learned some new stuff from Scott.
So it's been a win for both of us, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm hoping in the future that we'll have more videos like this.
Yeah.
That would be super awesome. So make sure to look out for those. Once more, this is Scott. He is Woodland Cravings on Instagram.
Thanks for checking everything out. Hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah, make sure to check him out. Give him some love. And until next time, you guys, keep foraging and be feral. See you then.